Boom, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy CNI back with episode 4 of the Wrap Ups podcast. I am here back with the Peruvian plug.
It's your boy. What it do?
What's cracking? What's going on? Man, big week.
Kind of interesting.
A lot of interesting shit has happened this week. And you know
Surprising.
There you go. I think like this is one of the most interesting times in hip hop, maybe because of all of the media coverage. Like for a long time, I don't think that hip hop stars were considered like newsworthy until like the Tupac Biggie shit happened. You didn't see too much media coverage, and then the media kind of sensationalized what happened there, and then they just started covering everybody, and they're like, yo, these guys are fucking worth their weight in gold.
Well, I mean, the point was always to go mainstream and, you know, be commercial.
Right.
And that became more popular, you know, as time went on after them, of course.
And then with the advent of TMZ, you know, it like they totally...
Just social media in general.
Social media as well, but they kind of like totally popularized paparazzi and spread it out so far to where it's like...
Well, now anybody could be a paparazzi.
Exactly.
You got a phone in your pocket.
And all you have to do is like send the pictures. Like they have an app now where like if you get like a picture of a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? You can sell it through that app.
That's crazy.
So...
Where do you want to start?
Stupid Young. And for the record, I like his music. Okay.
What is the issue?
The issue is it okay for other ethnicities other than black to use the N-word? Now, this issue is going to be divided no matter what. And it seems to me the younger generation is just like, yo, what's the big deal? Fuck it. That ship has sailed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I mean, I heard the song. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I like the song, like I said.
Sounds a lot like the shit that we listen to.
But this is kind of...
Now, if it was disrespectful, you know, if it was something like... focusing on this word,
like the hard R word, not the A, not the GGA, but the hard R. Yeah,
it's like, you know, when it's out of pocket,
right?
You know,
and that's the thing. I don't think that he's using
like
it.
If you're saying it in the name of a good time, like you're making a dance beat or something, you know, it's different. But if it's like you're trying to say something personal. And make a statement and really try to make your song like not even a song anymore. Now it's just like a topic of discussion.
And I don't think he's using it in a disrespectful context. But I'll say this. There was another Asian artist by the name of China Mac. You familiar with him at all?
No.
He did some time upstate. Real gangster from New York, Chinatown. And... he grew up that way too, in that culture where, you know, obviously him and his buddies interacted and called each other nigga, and that's just the given slang and terminology in modern culture. He got a lot of backlash for it. He started talking to black people about how they felt about it, and now he stopped using the word, right?
Well, ultimately, yeah. I mean, you can't overdo it either.
So the reason he gave was, I wouldn't want somebody coming up to me and saying, what's up, my chink? And I think that if you think about it from that context, that makes a lot of sense.
Perhaps.
This is now, when I hear Fat Joe say it, it doesn't register to me because I'm like, yo, he's Puerto Rican, like... there's mad black people in Puerto Rico, so it's not offensive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you think of somebody that is of Asian descent, there's a history of non-cooperation between those two groups of people, and so it gets a little touchy. And so I understand why people would have an issue and backlash against it. And I just feel like I just kind of wanted to put it out there that I think that he's going to run into some issues about this later on. And
we'll see.
21 Savage. Man.
Wowzers.
Whew.
This one came out of left field.
Definitely.
I don't think anybody had a fucking clue as to his, per se, true origin.
Right.
Not that it really matters that we know where he's from.
And I don't think it does either. And I still think even if he came over here when he was 12, that's definitely more than enough time for him to have gotten involved in the streets, selling dope, doing all that shit. So I don't think that it's necessarily
not even that. He's just been here for a long time.
Absolutely. And I don't think that we need to question his character about, like, did he come up and did he do the things that he said on all the records. Now, I think that'll come out over time if what he said was not true. But here's the problem that I have.
I was about to say, just get to what the fuck you really want to talk about, because this is fucking killing me.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have
the recent bombshell. If anybody's seen the Vlad interview where he's laying on the couch with the fucking money, the stacks and racks on tops of racks, and he's talking about, Vlad asked him why he started selling crack. He said, I saw my father use crack, and so I jumped out here in these streets and started selling crack.
Stop it.
Verbatim, this is what he says. Last week, fucking Breakfast Club drops a bombshell. Angela Yee with the rumor report says 21 Savage, and then lists down the whole ICE situation, and then says, oh, and his father is Dr. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Ampu something. Dr. Ampu, I think his name. And turns out he's done a couple interviews with the Breakfast Club. He's something called the Detox Team or something like that, where he's talking about better health, like how to improve your health, like how to eat healthier, how to live longer. And it comes out that this is 21 Savage's father. Now, Charlamagne's reaction, if you go back and watch it, is priceless, because he says, oh, that's his father? Angela Yee says, you know that. Charlamagne says, oh, I thought it was a secret. DJ Envy says, oh, I thought it was a secret too. What the fuck? Now, either the nigga's father was a crackhead or a world-renowned doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Or he was both.
If he was both, goddamn, that's a talented motherfucking man.
Holy shit.
To be smoking crack and doing heart surgery?
He was on a good one. He got his fucking PhD.
Oh my God. Look.
Holy shit.
I think that this kind of speaks to the wrestling aspect that so many people talk about when it comes to hip-hop music. Like, is any of it real?
You got fucking 13, 14, 15-year-olds rapping about guns and techs and fucking, you know,
right,
shit that they shouldn't be worried about. But the truth is that, you know, youngsters all across the country are into a lot of adult type shit.
Right.
So, you know.
So you think that it's not harmful in the sense that it is an actual reflection of the society in which we live?
Absolutely.
Chris Brown asks Offset to pull up.
Oh, this shit is fucking crazy. This shit is crazy.
Chris, for the record, I'm a huge fan, man. Like, love your music. I think, like, you are this generation's answer to Michael Jackson, at least with the dancing aspect. I don't think any nigga can outdance Chris Brown.
He's pretty much the second coming of Jackson.
That's what I'm saying.
I know not a lot of people disagree with that.
So
he's kind of, I don't want to say he's, you know, giving them clout because they're already pretty established. I mean, who doesn't love Migos?
Exactly.
It just doesn't seem like a good career decision on either part to participate in something like this, because
remember him and Soulja were going to go at it?
It could be obviously beneficial. Anybody he works with, you know, the kid's got 20 million plus followers, some crazy shit.
Chris
like
or Offset? Who are you talking
Chris.
about? Okay.
you know, minus all the fans he lost back in the drama
with
bullshit.
the Rihanna shit. Yeah.
But he's pretty talented. I mean, he's not going to stop making music.
And nor should he. I just think, like, again, I when I first heard about it, I thought it was a troll. And then I find out, like, the nigga actually put his real address on the fucking thing. I'm like, bro, what? How did the fuck did nobody talk you out of that or take your phone away? Like, nigga, no, you're not gonna post your actual fucking address on social media.
It was his actual fucking house.
That's
I've seen
crazy.
The images, it was crazy. I was like, wow, this fool really put his fucking address out here. Like, he got Lambos and Porsches in the driveway. Like, oh yeah, that's Chris Brown's house for sure. It's up on a little hilltop. Like, what? That's crazy.
Social media, it can be a danger to people like that. Can you imagine if Bobby
These
Brown
motherfuckers don't think before they talk.
Can you imagine if Bobby Brown had
Or
Twitter?
text.
Had Twitter back in the day? Or if Tupac had Twitter back in the day?
Take it over.
Shit would have been nuts, nigga. All right.
funny.
That's hilarious. Fucking Gucci.
Wow. This shit is comedy.
You know what? Honestly, I just think it's a fucking ugly sweater. Like, I don't look at it and I'm like, oh, goddamn, that's racist. I mean, I guess I see how people could feed into that.
It's just obnoxiously terrible.
I seen T.I. go off on it.
But here's the cool part. Was it a strategy on their end?
Maybe.
Some crazy fucking strategy on their end to try to, like, disassociate themselves from rappers, and it's working.
Or
Because a lot of rappers are now boycotting it.
Or
which, you know.
Or maybe they thought that they would try trolling. Maybe they only made a couple of these fucking things and they never had any intention of selling it.
Who knows if it's even real?
Exactly. That's my whole point. Maybe they were just like, we're going to do something super stupidly controversial.
That would make it like past marketing, and you know,
why not?
All the number of people that probably have to okay for something to come out.
You know why? You know why I think it's
Are you fucking kidding
You know
me?
why I think it's at least possible is because of like how much media traction Donald Trump has gotten and Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, these are now the proven methods for gaining attention. And it's not going anywhere anytime soon until people stop paying attention. So if trolling works, why would it be above a French fucking fashion house to at least try, like, you know what, let's just see if it works for us. We're going to do something stupid, controversial, and see if people fucking pay attention.
I mean, that seems a little far-fetched.
Maybe. I think integrity is essential to a strong brand. I don't think you're going to see Coca-Cola coming out with a blackface ad anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, their numbers are good. They know who their audience is, and they're not going to stray pretty much from the formula that's worked for them for the past 100 years. You see what I'm saying? So maybe Gucci's numbers are off. They're just like, fuck it, let's try some crazy shit outside the box.
Gucci Man gonna have to change his name.
This would be interesting to find out. What happened to H&M after the whole coolest monkey in the jungle thing? Did people stop shopping there, or did their numbers actually kind of go up a little bit?
What about fucking Tommy Hill? Remember that shit?
I remember that was a rumor, but that was never confirmed. As a matter of fact, I seen something about that recently where the brother came out and said none of that shit was true. If fucking Aaliyah was one of the models for fucking Tommy Hilfiger, you know it's bullshit. Look, remember how everybody said, oh, he went on Oprah and said, I don't want black people to wear my shit? Can you pull it up on YouTube?
That's crazy.
Can you pull it up on YouTube?
Maybe Oprah could.
It's not on there. It's not. It never existed.
It's in the files. Maybe it was filmed.
It's not on
no
YouTube.
Record of its existence.
If somebody had that, they would have uploaded it, and you'd be able to search it right fucking now. It's not there. It was just an urban legend. It was just an urban myth.
Why would somebody say that?
Because people say stupid shit all the time, and it spreads. It's ghetto telephone.
Do you follow Scott Storch?
I on social media, I don't. No.
It's pretty interesting.
Okay.
I seen some of his shit. He seems to be producing again.
He is. I know that.
I mean,
did you see the cook up?
Tremendous career.
Did you see the cook up with him and him and Zaytoven were in the studio together, and there was like a 10-minute video on YouTube, and they're like both making beats, and he's like, because Zaytoven can really play too. You know, he's from the city too. A lot of people don't know that because he's from Atlanta, and he's like known for OJ the Juice Man and Gucci shit, all that. He grew up in San Francisco, Zaytoven. So anyway, the video's fucking sick. They're both going back and forth, like making beats and shit. And like, you're like, dude, Scott Storch didn't miss a fucking step along the way. He's so talented.
He's incredible. He's incredible. Tremendous career. The way he plays the piano, you know, he could really fucking play the piano.
I mean, he did that fucking Still DRE beat. I mean, goddamn, that beat is still hot today, nigga.
He did a lot of classics.
What I heard him cooking up with Zaytoven was like, you could party to that shit. And at the end of the day, it's like, that's all that fucking matters. Can you make a song that people would make people want to party to? You know what I'm saying? And he still got it, as far as I seen. So I think the nigga's a genius. Have always thought that. I think his story is like one that everybody can learn from. It's like
he blew up off the Akai, right?
He blew up
or off the Triton.
He was a keyboardist for the Roots. He started with the Roots in '94, and then he ventured off, started doing his own thing, and you know, he was probably there before '94. I don't know, but anyway, I mean, because of his skill set, he just was in such high demand, and he got so much money, so much fame, so much popularity so fast that like he just wanted cocaine and high-end cars and fucking, you know,
had Bugattis before anybody knew what Bugattis were.
The first time I ever seen a Bugatti was Scott Storch talking about, if you drove this car full speed in like 2 minutes, the fucking tires would melt. And I was like, God damn, like, nigga, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Scott Storch, because, I mean, that nigga lived quite.
Well, he definitely paved the way for someone like yourself too, you know.
Absolutely.
On the production end. I mean, you're gonna sit here and say he didn't influence your production, you
He's
know.
a genius.
When you'd be on the Triton.
Yeah, definitely. He's a genius. He inspires me to this day. Every time I see something new from him, I'm always like, yo, this guy's a fucking legend. He's sick. He can make a beat so fast, and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, somebody I've always looked up to, somebody I'm going to work with at some point. I'm putting that out there now. Somebody I'm going to work with at some point. So I think this is a great place to wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's your boy CNI. If this is your first time here at Wrap Ups, man, I'd love to have you guys subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, click that notification bell so you can be part of the notification gang.
Oh boy.
And we will see you guys next time right here only on Wrap Ups.